Do you do contracts or anything depending on how big the order is? Do you like, is there a
So I do have contracts, but something that I started this year is I started an invoice acknowledgement form, which just goes through quick points, like 7 quick points. Hey, I understand if I'm late, it's a $30 late fee. I understand the balance is due on this date. This is the deposit. So I have done that because it allows me to have them to check off them required marks. So if
Mhm.
it comes to the date where your order is due, and I haven't received my payment and you don't see me, you're not wondering
Ex-
why
exactly.
I'm not there. So
I love that. I love the professionalism that you're inserting into your business because it's necessary, especially for
mhm.
growth, for the potential that you have, anyone for that matter. When you're doing a business or a service, you are your business. You are
Mhm.
your brand. I mean, everything that you do speaks for itself. So you showing a contract to someone and saying, "Hey, this is how I present my business." It it's a leadership moment if it makes sense, because a lot of people don't do that, and I
Right.
can tell you that firsthand. I don't, it's not necessary in a lot of circumstances, but for most people it is. I mean, we're living in a day and time, like you said, where people don't pay their balances, and that's unfortunate because that's a lot of work and time.
It is.
You can't get your time back. That's a lot of time.
It is. Yeah.
So what did you do? Did you just chalk it up? Did you just say, okay, never again?
And that's all I do.
Okay.
I'm very non-confrontational. I do not like conflict. So if anything, I always tell in these situations, I have my pictures,
Mhm.
I have my marketing.
Mhm.
So it's like I'm not completely losing because I'm gonna post this, someone's
Mhm.
gonna see it, and they're gonna reach out to me because of these posts. So I always try to find a positive out of this situation. Um, and moving forward, I won't
Mhm.
be available to that
Exactly.
person. So
So let me ask you a question. How do I order a cake? How do I order a party? How do I go about doing that with you?
So I do have an inquiry form. You can access that inquiry form in my bios on social media. It's also available on my website. From that inquiry form, you can leave comments. You can tell me, if I'm interested in a cake, cookies, treats. The basis of the form is for like cakes, baked goods, things like that. But if you are interested in graphic design and events, that there is an area for you to check that off, and then I will respond via email.
How
Okay.
much how much time do we need to give you?
Well, honey,
Um,
she be booked. So wait, let me tell you. This child be booked. So you trying to get a cake, some cupcakes, some cookies, baby? You gonna have to 3-4 months in advance because this lady here,
Are you booked that far out?
I be
So
like, I just want some
people
cookies.
will book. People will book. If anything, I would say like for October, I'm fully booked. November, I have limited availability. December is fully closed. But because now I will say this: you have not because you ask not. So a lot of people they'll still reach out, and depending on your order, because I am who I am, if I can fit you in, I'm going to try to accommodate you. If I can't, then I'll send you a referral. But depending on what it is, if I can, I will.
You just said you wasn't that booked, and you just told me 2 whole months can't nobody talk to you, and then November is iffy. So that she was right. You 3 months out. You working on January right now, right?
I am. Yes.
And I love it. Girl, you better do that.
Congrats.
Listen,
Like
I
for
love
real, congrats.
Thank you.
What does your team look like?
it.
This is
Okay.
my
You do it by yourself?
I do everything, and I don't think that people know that. And it's so crazy that I'm doing this because I've been wanting to do a video for the longest because I'll post things, but I don't think people read it. So it'll be weeks where I have 10 dozen cookies. I've had a week, I had 10 dozen cookies. I had 4 3-tier cakes. I had 2 events. All of this stuff I'm doing by myself. I'm baking. I'm delivering. I'm meeting people to pick up. I am doing the printing, the balloons, the everything. Like it's very taxing, which is why my schedule is like it is because I have to have time to plan. I have to have time to do emails. That's a whole different. Whew. But it's challenging, and I'm greatly looking forward to the day where I am able to have assistance because I really need it. And I think that's one of the things that is a stumbling block for more growth right now because I do need help. I do.
Church finger. Wait a minute. She said she needs some interns to come do what?
Assist, learn, grow with me. Yes.
Okay, and they can contact you by doing what?
Email.
And what's the email again?
I'll give you guys the easy email, booking@designsashley.com. You can also get that contact information from my website or any social media site.
And make sure y'all Google what an intern is. Okay. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? We want growth. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people want the financial part to be the real quick, and it doesn't work that fast. And even in the day-to-day industry of working in careers, they want you to have a substantial amount of background. They want to know what you've done before you got to them. So take the initiative to build yourself and build your brand and build your skill, hone in on the things that you need. So interns are always necessary, and people who are willing to grow. And even, you never know, an internship can turn into an externship real quick.
Yeah,
because we're gonna blow up together. You know, just saying.
That's right.
That's a lot. Where do you cook out of currently?
My home.
You're doing all of this out of a home kitchen.
Yes.
I knew
That's
that
a real entrepreneur.
But that's what I was getting at. Everybody has an excuse of why they can't do something. I'm too young. I'm a parent. I'm too old. I don't have the space. I don't have the time. I don't have this. I don't have that. And everybody who's come on the Small Business Series has said they had to figure it out. Some shape or form, they just had to figure it out. Something else I want to bring up, just in case people didn't hear it. You said, I'll give referrals to other people. So not only are you working on your business, you're helping out other people if the pricing isn't right or you don't have the time and the space. I believe that goes a long way in helping people also.
Yeah.
I really believe that. I have one new question for both of you. I'm going to ask Samantha first. How do you deal with the loneliness of people not seeing your vision? Like when you start a company, there are people like you're going to have the naysayers, you can't do it. You're going to have the people like, oh, you got your little business. How's your little business doing? Like, how do you deal with the loneliness of knowing you have a good product? Like in your head, you know you're going to keep going. But how do you deal with the loneliness when people don't see your vision?
Well, I'm a different breed, so I can only speak for me, which you were asking me, but I'm just saying for me. I work best when I'm alone. I work best when there's no one knowing what I'm finna come up with, because there's no expectation already. You don't know what I'm about to present you. So whatever I present you, you're excited to get because you didn't expect anything. So I kind of take that mindset with it. I don't really look at it like I'm alone. Naysayers inspire me. The fact that you say, oh, well, I don't think that's gonna work, or that doesn't look right, or you shouldn't have did it this way, you should have did it that way, it makes me want to go harder doing it my way to show you that it will work. The fact that you think it won't work makes me go so much harder. So I mean, I just take it as fuel.
I mean, thankfully I haven't dealt with that, at least not to my face. Like I haven't heard anybody say, girl, you shouldn't be doing cakes. Not yet. I've gotten nothing but encouragement, but I know, in the event that was to happen, I don't think it would affect me. I don't mind working on my own. Thankfully, I don't have to be, my own encourager. I don't have to be my own motivation. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind that. It would definitely be, just as Sam said, motivation to keep pushing and to continue to show people why I'm doing what I'm doing and why I believe in myself.
Do you have any place that you can get a review? Like people can leave you reviews for your cakes and the services you've given them?
So right now I only have the option to leave reviews on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and from my Facebook page, it will automatically go to my website.
Awesome. Okay, good. Well, I wanted to circle back to that question. Did you want to answer that, Mark?
Oh, I don't like most people, so I don't really care what they say. I have a really close-knit group of friends, and most of us are all small business owners. And we all fuel each other so much that if somebody said something, it's going to bounce off because I have this awesome group of people that I deal with on a regular basis. Like I talk to Sam probably twice, 3 times a week, most of the time. Shalina from Radiant Spy Shalina, I talk to her all the time. My 2 younger brothers, Latoya, Global Placement Services. There are people that I'm always in contact with. And on those days that I'm either down or whatever, they're always going to pick me up. You know, you're doing this, look at your little wins, things of that nature. So the people who are not around or those times that you feel like nobody gets it, even if they don't get it, they're going to put that battery in your back and tell you what to do. So everybody else doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah, you're right. Okay, awesome. I mean, do you do TikToks and videos, Ariel?
I do. Not as much as I need to. So I try to make sure I fit time in, even if it's not a real professional video, but I do have like some small TikToks, which will go through the process of making a cake or the process of putting a treat table together or like some cookies.
So you better offer your son $10 to
I
video
know.
you. Because listen, I be trying, but they don't care enough. They just be, the camera be in the ceiling.
Oh my goodness.
Like it be like, focus on what I need you to video, and it don't be. But you may have a better chance than me.
Yeah, I might. We'll see if he's not interested in something else.
You know how these boys are, honey.
No, if it's not the game, they're not interested.
Yes, she has how old is he now?
12.
She has a 12-year-old. I mean, listen, I get it. I got an 11-year-old, and that's the same thing. It's like pulling it out. So definitely taking that time. You have 2 kids. You are a full-time business owner who actually does everything from top to bottom, sun up to sundown, including deliveries, including answering emails. It's like, how do you find the balance? Like I'm trying to find the balance for you, and my head is spinning.
Yeah, it's very challenging, and I'll be honest. You know, I'm still learning. Again, experience is the best teacher, but I try to stay as organized as possible. So I have a calendar from my calendar. I got my phone. I have a large dry erase board. I have a planner. So it seems like a lot, but I definitely have to do that to make sure I stay on top of everything. I'm not forgetting anything. Just being organized definitely helps. Setting the time and sticking to that time. Sometimes I might respond to an email if I can. A lot of times I'll work, then overnight I'm emailing, and then I'm scheduling it to be sent out at 8 a.m. the next day, which is why I always encourage my customers, hey, even if you know me, email me because you'll get to me faster, because I might be able to squeeze some emails in, but I definitely set a certain day for communication, which is the Monday of every week. So it gives consistency to the customers as well, to let them know, hey, okay, I know if she don't respond Monday, for sure she's gonna respond. If they have questions for order that week, I try to be available. But just consistency and structure, that helps me, and it goes a long way. I'm still learning, but it definitely goes a long way.
That is awesome. I mean, how long have you been doing this again?
2019 officially, but since 2018.
Okay. I mean, listen, you could have said you started yesterday. It don't matter. You started. You're further along than most. Okay. Listen, there's so many people who are still saying, one day I'm going to do it.
Right.
So we have to take the small wins with the big wins. And you winning, girl.
Definitely. So before we wrap up, is there anything that you want us to know? Like, I don't care what it is. Give us another small blurb on your business, what you offer, what you can do for people starting in January, because you ain't got no more damn time right now. So go ahead.
She gonna make her some time, because she gonna do a pop-up.
Oh yes, I definitely plan on doing that. I definitely want to make time for that. Very exciting news that I'm putting in motion. A lot of people ask me about cookie classes. We have a lot of cake decorating classes. People want to learn how to do custom cookies. So I will be offering cookie art classes. soon, and it'll be a series of classes. You can do one class or you can do the full class. I'll offer equipment. Just going through the whole process of learning how to make the icing, learning how to make the designs, learning how to actually do the designs. So I do want to do some classes for cookies and for cakes. And I definitely want to start some programming for youth because I am very passionate about young people.
Sound like a nonprofit coming to me.
No, and it's funny that you said that because I honestly want to do that. I graduated from DePaul in 2020 with my master's in nonprofit management. So that is definitely a goal.
Stop real quick. Let's go back. You're getting your master's, running a business.
I was
2 kids.
Yes.
One is a toddler. And you're booked all the time. So I don't want to hear anybody else tell me how they don't have time to start their business. Because a master's program, a B is almost like a bad grade.
Exactly.
So you have to get almost straight A's.
Yes.
And a couple B's to pass. So that means you were getting good grades on top of it.
Always. I got 1 B the whole program. 1 B.
Okay.
That is amazing. I mean, we have not talked. So first of all, let me put this disclaimer out here. We did not talk about any of this before this interview. So everything that I'm saying is organic. I mean, it's just flowing. And I just said what I thought. And hey, baby, I was just right. It's because y'all know I be manifesting things for other folks and things like that. But we're going to all win and whatnot. Well, Ario, it was a great pleasure to have you come on. But we do want you to give them like your TikTok name and your Instagram one more time and all that. Give us your details so we can make sure it's posted.
So I have the same username for everything: Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram. It's going to be at Designs, DESIGNSAASHLEY. So that's Designs A Ashley. My website is www.designsashley.com.
Okay.
So where can they find you at?
The usual milkymelanin.com.
That's across everything. Okay, just making sure. Again, it was nice meeting you because I did not know you. Samantha told me that you wanted to come on, and it was nice getting to know your company. I will be coming back to Chicago a couple times, so I'm gonna see if I can get you and far enough to get a cookie or something before, because
definitely.
Also, we'll have you back on when you get the classes back up and your nonprofit up and running. We'll definitely have you back on and talk about that arm of your business. Okay. We will. I'm going to follow you across everything. I know I'm following you on IG. By the way, do yourself a favor. Go look at her IG.
It's amazing. I'm going to actually post her tomorrow morning on my IG, personal and business. You guys can definitely check her out. So you guys can link her business in my bio. Not in my bio, but in the picture that I post.
It's that good. Do yourself a favor. But as always, thank you so much for coming to the Small Business Series.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate you guys.
We will keep following you. And yeah, we'll definitely have you back on. As always, thank you so much for coming. We'll see you guys later.